I tell you, I will ask my heroes to come here, because they are here, Rita and Kata.
Wonderful surprise that you guys have come. I hope you guys are enjoying Toronto if you've never been here before. Yeah, I think we're going to have a great Q&A. So please, yes, tell us how you learned about this story and what drew you to it.
Okay, I was searching this subject for quite a long, around a year, and my aim was to find a Finnish NGO which has a project which is supporting women's equality, gender equality, and women's issues. And then I heard about this organization, and I heard that there's going to be this unique workshop where sexual health education is given to religious leaders. And then when I heard about it, I thought that this would be quite interesting. And then I met Rita, and then I met Kata. They were visiting Finland. And I thought that, well, these are the women, I could jump into their lives, and I felt that they were very welcoming me to Uganda and welcoming me to film the project, what they were doing, so that's how it started.
That's fabulous. I'd like to ask Catherine or Kata, can you let us know what is the current status of Kafkawi now?
Okay, I'm Catherine Othieno. I'm the Executive Director of Concern for Children and Women Empowerment. Kafkawi is continuing with its activities in the community, and at the moment, somebody who was talking that on the film, who was saying that can you go to the radio and explain? Actually, they saw the film, they were very much moved, and they are working in the president's office, and they are trying to give us an opportunity to go and train around the barracks, army barracks, and also in the police barracks. But they would have loved all parents in the community to be trained. So that's the trend. But we have also been called upon by World Vision to go and do the same to their communities where they're training. We have been training children in secondary schools and primary, and then we also have been getting the parents and farmer groups, so that you heard there when the woman was saying that they'd have no decisions. We are trying to integrate gender in the farming groups so that they can make decisions during the marketing. So Kafkawi has a good future, but still we are looking for more from other people. I think so. And Kafkawi was born out of my own life, my own childhood, but also I made a research when I was in Kuopio University. I made a research about children, and the findings really disclosed that children were having early sex, and they had problems with the communication with the parents and the community people. So that's the beginning of bringing up this project, and it's very necessary. Yeah.
Thank you for that candid response. Rita, I'd like to ask, how are you enjoying your retirement?
Okay, I have been now out of the work for 2 years, and it has been somehow okay, but without my deep links to Uganda, I think I would have been a bit miserable. But I'm very rich in a way that I have a home in Finland, in the village, which is about 100 kilometers from Helsinki to the north. And I have another home in Kata's place in Sonde near Kampala. I have been visiting her already 2 times for a month at the go, and and I will keep on going. But I would like to, a bit, if Kata allows, to clarify the beginning of the project. I went to Uganda in August 1986, and I went to work as a medical officer in the remote village in eastern Uganda, where this woman happened to be a nurse. And we were establishing a teaching health center for the Ugandan medical students, health worker, general health worker students, for them to learn, practice and learn how the primary health care is carried out in the rural setting. Let's remember that 85% of the Ugandans live in the rural area and most of the doctors are in town. So I met this woman there. She was completely ignorant, although you can't believe. She was very highly trained nurse who had been most of her time in the Tororo District Hospital as a theater nurse. And then, due to financial problems, the family had to move to the village where this health center was just situated. And she was there as a nurse, but she didn't know about family planning, she didn't know about immunization and all those things. So in that way she was very ignorant, but she was very eager to learn. And our working together actually started in August 1986, and it ended together in April 2013. And in those villages there were a lot of children, school-aged children, who were not going to school because of the school fees. And this woman got very concerned about who is going to teach these children about sexual health, reproductive health, all those things which they are supposed to study or learn at school. So that's why she had this study in Kuopio University in Helsinki, trying to find out what is the knowledge, what is the attitude and practices among the children on sexuality and sexually transmitted diseases, plus the same questions among their parents. And the results were appalling. 85% of the children from 10 to 14, boys and girls, had already had voluntary sex. So that's how this whole thing started. And I'm very, very privileged to have been in Uganda since '86 up to 2013. I was lucky to see how a country which was completely war-ridden, complete zero, has become out from the ashes. And on the other hand, professionally I would say that in Finland I was very eager to work with the preventive medicine, meaning under 5 clinics, antenatal, family planning, etc., which I started or continued in Uganda, training the medical students and other health workers. But this woman and her project has taught me to be even more preventive medicine, meaning that everything goes down to earth, not even with immunization, but what is happening in the family life even before the age of an immunization.
Ladies, I'd like to also ask you, have you guys had an opportunity to show the film to the community in Uganda that you spent so much time working with?
Yes, we have shown now about 3 communities. And, you know, people are eager, but let's remember that when small is beautiful, and we still have small resources, but otherwise it will be widened.
Did you ask about a film?
I'm just wondering if the community has had a chance to see the film.
Just to see the film. Yeah, well, we were thinking about, because we saw this, we had a premiere in Finland in January, and when Kata saw this first time, she thought that this is very political because of these issues of homophobia and what the case, what happens there. So we thought that we should a little bit, like a little bit know more if this, just to get somebody to see how it is. And now Kata took some DVDs to there, and now it seems that she has got very good response from the community, and that maybe that is possible that we could go there. There are some human rights film festivals in Kampala, so we hope that we will go there in December.
That's outstanding. Fabulous. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Of course, we have Christine up here too, and I wanted to give Christine a moment to speak about her film. Christine, great film. Thank you for sharing your short and bringing it to HotDocs. Can you tell us what inspired you to kind of bring that story to the screen?
Yeah, thank you. I first just quickly want to say, because our conversation last night was really short, I'm very honored to be presenting the film with you all. My tiny film was such a great, big, important story, so it's just a beautiful film. In short, I have had a transgender uncle who passed away a couple of years ago, and originally was going to make a short film about him, but in the process of trying to make the film, realized it was too close to home because he just passed away, and I decided instead to start researching stories of older people who were queer in some way, whose story might have been forgotten. And I found a transcript of an oral history at an amazing organization called the GLBTQ Historical Society in San Francisco that does a tremendous amount of oral histories with LGBTQ people all over the world, and read about my character Otto, who you saw as a very strange predicament, and was really compelled by him and his vitality for life despite having been discriminated against quite a bit, and I decided to make the film. So that's the story.
Ladies, all of you, we're moved, we're enlightened, and we thank you for bringing your work to HotDocs 2015. Can we give them all a round of applause?